and Pawan also to join us on stage. We are here because we want to uh, be be a good BA, right? A good business analyst. And one of the core competencies of a business analyst is his or her communication skills. If you can't speak to a person one on one, over this short team, just four of us are here, right? So if you can't interact between the two people, how will you interact with your customers? How will you sit in a brainstorming sessions where 5 to 10 people will be there? So it's very important for us to speak up and be communicative. So please join me on stage. Only then we can have this session more interactive. If you're shy away from speaking itself, maybe this role is not for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So please
You
join
need
me.
to speak. Yeah, you need to at least speak. At least you need to try. Say hi. Yes, how can I help you? Something like that. That would help when
Yeah.
you are a BA.
I'm not asking you to take a session. You just need to, come on stage and just let me know if, what I'm saying are making sense to you, or if you have any queries. So that's all. I'm not going to ask you what do you mean, or I'm not going to take some test of you. Yeah. So please join me on stage. Only then we can have this session interactive. Shreyans, was it you who requested for the session? If you did, please join me on stage. Only then I can answer your queries, right? How will otherwise I know, what exactly you are looking for from this session?
So I think he was not aware like how to join. So
I'll
the very
tell
first thing, yeah, you have sent the request, but still, when you are using this application, you need to enable your microphone from your settings, mobile settings. So there is something called like app settings in the phone. There you need to enable your microphone, and you need to like
Hello.
accept the request from Shipra. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Hi, man.
Yeah, I did it before, but I'm not sure why it was not happening for me. So I left
We can
the
hear you now.
this
Yeah, we can hear you now,
yeah, I left the
loud and clear.
interaction, then again I joined it, then it worked.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, maybe some technical issues. So thanks for joining in. Thanks a lot. So was it you
Yeah,
who
thank you for
requested?
conducting this.
So it was you who requested for this session, right?
Yeah, this was that. Yeah, it was me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Good. Thanks. First of all, thanks for requesting for this session. Yeah. Um. So yeah, let's make a start, right? So the topic for today is career path for a BA. Yeah, and what all options or growth opportunities are available as a business analyst. So the first immediate path which comes to mind is a product owner role, right? So uh, it looks like you are a BA. You become a senior BA, maybe a lead BA, but ultimately at some point in time, once you have 14, 15, 16 years of experience, you may want to become a product owner, or have the designation of a product owner. So product owner, we all are aware of what this role does. They manage the backlogs, they uh, solutionize, and they agree on what functionalities will be available in the system, how they will be available in the system, and they basically own the product, right? And product owner is a term which has been coined from agile and from scrum. Yeah. So most of the people normally think that product owner is a superior role than a business analyst. Uh, but I have a different view here. So, first of all, if I am in a support project, or if I am in a implementation project, I'm not owning the product. Maybe I'm owning the implementation, maybe I'm owning the support work, but I'm not owning the product. So product owner role, if someone is saying I'm doing implementation for a client and I'm the product owner, that's entirely a misleading term. Second thing, important thing to note here is uh, that in your roles and responsibilities in your JD or maybe your designation, people may say that you are a product owner. But until and unless you are in a situation where you are going back to the client and saying, no, I'm not giving you this feature because this feature is not in my product roadmap. So until you have that level of authority, you are not a product owner. You are a business analyst who is supporting a product owner. So the decisions about the product are being taken by someone else. Most probably, 90% of the times it will be someone sitting at onshore, or it might be your client as well. So for example, you have a product, you are working in a product company, but what goes into the product is more or less dictated by the clients are saying, I want this functionality in the product, and you're building those functionalities in the product. And 90 or 80% of the client requirements are feeding into your product. Then again, you are not the product owner, your client is the product owner. Yeah. So who is owning the product, what goes into the product, who is the owner of those decisions, that person is the product owner. So you might have a designation of product owner, people may be calling you a product owner, you might be working in a PO role as within a particular sprint or a scrum. But believe me, it's just a fancy designation for a business analyst. If you really want to be a product owner, there needs to be a product that you own. Yeah. So until and unless you can become happy that okay, I have progressed in my career from BA role to a senior BA role to a lead BA role, and now I am a product owner. But believe me, you know uh, 70-80% of the PO roles, at least in India, are senior BAs only. Senior BAs are acquiring those roles. Yeah. Any questions? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yeah, I think you are correct because also seen in my current organization. I'm working with onshore team, and they are the main, stakeholders taking all the decisions related to the product enhancement and in fact the budget and everything. So
Mhm.
we are just kind of on the side of supporting those products and aligning the requirement of onshore team with our internal or IT team.
Mhm. Yeah. So now, if you really want to do the work that those people are doing for you, right? Uh, I doubt, you're in, as long as you are in India, you will get that authority. So if someone wants to progress in a BA role and become a product owner, they should aim for getting out of India, go to UK, go to US, or wherever your clients are, right? So go for that location, and then you will become a real product owner, because people will then give you the authority to decide for the product.
Or maybe for a Indian product, or maybe like for Indian company,
Mm-hmm.
like for Indian IT companies, which is not involved with the onshore team, like they are not the main stakeholder.
Yeah. Uh, I agree, but to an extent only. So if you are working on a product which is being developed in India by an Indian company, and the product is suiting to the Indians' needs, so even in that case, I'll say 70 to 80% of the time, your project managers will be dictating what goes into the product. BAs are, I may be sounding rude, I may be sounding, making you disbelieve, whatever you might have been thinking so far. So I might be breaking the norms, but I have not seen a BA getting that much authority, at least in Indian setup, wherein they can say, this feature will go into product, this feature will not go into product. Most of the time, as I said, either your clients will be dictating that, or your project managers or product managers will be dictating that. But to arrive at a level wherein you are taking decisions for the product, and be a product owner in a true sense, that will take you minimum 20 to 25 years. to reach that level in even in Indian setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can still like transitioning from BA role to a product owner or even Scrum Master. We should wait until we get an experience of at least 10 years into business analyst.
Yeah, so all these roles are different, right? Don't mix Scrum Master with the PO role. So we'll talk about all these.
No, I'm saying like
Mhm.
if suppose if a candidate or employee is working as a business analyst
Mhm.
for at least 10 years, he should work as a business analyst before thinking of transitioning into a product owner or into a Scrum Master. Is there any time span that is suggested by the by by the lead business analyst? So, is there anything in talks about it?
Um, yeah, in terms of timelines, there are no fixed timelines. In an organization, you might see a person with just 5 to 6 years of experience, and people are calling him Scrum Master or a PO, right? And even in the same organization or in some other organization, even a person with 20 years of experience, if he or she wants to move into a Scrum Master role, people may say that you don't have sufficient experience, because Scrum Master is a different role altogether. It is not a business or a functional role which a BA does. So BA experience has nothing to do with the Scrum Master role. Scrum Master is more like a managerial role. So previously we used to have project managers, program managers, delivery managers. So all these roles are still there in the market. But if someone is saying, I'm working in agile, so they want to keep a agile term for their project managers, and they start calling them Scrum Masters. Yeah. So it's it's more like a managerial role, which is another option for a BA, another career path for a BA. But there is no hard and fast rule that you have to have 8 to 10 years of experience to go into a Scrum Master role. You can go into Scrum Master role even with 5 years, 6 years of experience. It all depends on the opportunities. It all depends on the organization. Sometimes, all of a sudden Scrum Master goes and there is a vacant position, and others ask BA to fill in those positions. So it mainly depends on your luck. It mainly depends on your aspirations. Yeah, so I've seen people who were given such opportunities. So the Scrum Master left the company. Someone asked this BA, can you step in? And she was like, I don't want to become a Scrum Master, and she declined that opportunity as well. So there are all kinds of different people, all kinds of different scenarios. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to spend 8 to 10 years to become a Scrum Master. Another scenario is that there are many and many people who move from QC role or a development role into BA role. So they have already spent 8 to 10 years as a developer or a QC member, and then they move into a BA role. So you can't say that they will take another 10 years to become a Scrum Master. So they might, after working as a BA for another, maybe 1 or 2 years, they may ask for a Scrum Master role. They may switch over. Yeah. So what all we are saying is there are different opportunities or different roles which a BA can think of moving into. As a business analyst, I will not go into a technical architect role. I will not go into um, a developer role, a UX designer role, right? I won't go into a technical writing, maybe, but I won't go into that, those kind of roles. So what we are saying is, as a BA, what all roles I can look for, as part of this discussion. But number of years of experience has nothing to do with any of these roles. I can become a PO even with 2 years of experience. I may not become a PO even with 20 years of experience. So there is no time limit associated with any of the roles which we are going to discuss today. Yeah. Does that answer your query?
Yes,
Mhm. So yeah, we talked about Scrum Master, which is again a managerial role which a BA can look for. An equivalent to that will be a project manager role or a program manager role or a delivery manager role. So um, as a BA, I'm working as a BA, but if my interests lie more on the managing side, right? People management, resource management, time management, effort management. So all those comprise of the management aspects. Then I can think of moving into these roles, a project manager role or a program manager role, delivery manager, scrum master. So all these are managerial roles, which is another option which a BA, sometimes opt for. My suggestion to you is, if you are really looking for a managerial role, then start early. Don't wait for 15 years, 20 years of BA experience and then say, now BA is enough. Let me become a project manager. Uh, y- because you have gained expertise in that area, people will uh, not want you to move from with so much experience into a project manager role. So sometimes uh, you know project manager role is being thought of as a coordinator role, um, which is not exactly true. So a project manager is not only a coordinator, they do all lot of other stuff as well. They discuss for pricing, they plan out the project, they manage the stakeholders, they keep everyone up to date, they note down the risks. So there are a lot many other activities that project managers does get involved into as well. But many people, even BAs, they think, oh, this is just a coordination role. Even I can do that, right? But why will someone give you a, so you are doing a very good job. You are a, functional lead. You know domain and business in and out. Why will someone move you from such an important role to a coordinator kind of a role? Yeah, which anyone can does. So don't think that if you are becoming from a BA to a project manager, it's a vertical promotion or an increase. I see BA and PM as equivalent roles. Both talk to the clients, both discuss for the scope, don't both manage releases. So from my perspective, both are equivalent roles. I may be reporting into a project manager, but that doesn't make me, um, any less important. That's what I'll like to say. But yes, at least in Indian setup, there is lot of weightage given to managerial roles. People think that, oh, you are a manager, then you have authority. They do have authority, no doubt in that. But along with the authority comes the responsibilities as well, right? So they have to answer for the work which they are not even doing. They have to answer for the work which other people are doing. And then there is people management. So you have to make everyone happy. So from my perspective, project manager is a role wherein no one is happy with you. Yeah. So you might be very good BA, you might your client may be happy from you, your managers will be happy from you, your team may be happy with you. But if you the moment you become a project manager or a managerial role, the moment you go into that, everyone start hating you in a sense that they think that oh, you have got the authority, so you are proud and you are egoistic, and even if you are not, still the role itself or the level itself bring in all those misconceptions, right? So um
Yeah.
yeah, so people management becomes very tricky because you are not a senior level SLT. Yeah, so you are not senior level team, you are not a junior level team, you are middleman. You get stuck between the two layers. So your uh, SLT will be asking will be having lots of expectations from you, and then your juniors will be having lot of expectations from you. So it's a very tricky role to play, but it's a role nonetheless which many BAs opt for, uh, and they see it as a career progression. But yeah, that's another option for a BA.
No. But what I've also seen, basically, which BA doing on offshore are not uh, complete BA job. Whereas the BA which are on onshore side, they are doing the main core job of BAs. So it's more like BA onshore are supporting to the BA onshore. Like this is what I am seeing in my organization, and even I heard from many.
That's not
So
exactly true. Yeah, it depends on the setup. So in the organization where I'm working from, so the offshore BAs are not only in the support role. Some of us are in the support role. We support the product owners which are sitting at onshore and otherwise. But there are senior BAs at offshore as well who are making the decisions, who are driving requirements, complex requirements. Me being one of them. So if I'm working on a complex requirement, I don't need to verify it from any of the onshore BAs because I'm senior enough. Yeah. So the example you are quoting is mainly because you're not that much experienced, or you are not that much senior enough. But the moment you start becoming senior, you will be given authority. The expectations from you will be more. Yeah, you will be solutionizing things as good as onshore BS. So it's all a matter of how much trust your company has on you. So have there been any instances where you have said that whatever onshore person is saying is not correct, and the what you are saying is correct, and people have realized that yes, that's correct, right? So those kind of instances will gain you the trust. They'll gain you the respect, and only once they are comfortable with you, once people know that whatever you are saying makes sense, whatever you are saying, you are saying from your knowledge, you are a knowledgeable person. So the moment people start respecting your knowledge, that's the time when you break those chains wherein you have to support the onshore BS. That's the time when you become the lead, and people support you. So it's not entirely true, but yes, it mainly depends on your experience. So if there is a person who is having just 4 years of experience or 6 years of experience, they might be supporting people at onshore, but they won't be supporting people at onshore with 2 years of experience or 4 years of experience, right? They are supporting people at onshore with 10 years of experience or 12 years of experience. So it has nothing to do with onshore and offshore. It has mainly to do with the organization setup. So if my client is in India only, so I may be having
Mhm.
some person sitting at offshore only, who is making the decisions, who is solutionizing things, who is deciding what to do, who is taking eliciting the requirements. So there is a senior BA and there is a junior BA. Don't mix it up with an onshore offshore concept. Yeah.
Okay. Like maybe you're right because of the setup. If the IT company, which is like IT department, is also in the onshore, and the IT department, which is in the offshore, are supporting to the main IT department, which is in offshore. So they have
Mhm.
to take the permission. They have to grant the budgeting of every release and enhancement, and accordingly, they have to do the support kind of thing to the onshore IT team.
Mhm.
So I think the setup things which you mentioned is, uh, I think I have to agree on that.
Yeah, it's an organization setup. It has nothing to do with
Yes,
education, right? So if I'm a branch company.
because my designation is senior business analyst. So
Hmm.
even though me and even my managers have no authority on deciding what release is going to happen, what changes is coming up. So we just get to know once the release is being done, and we just start working on those.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like our things are not like creating a BRD kind of thing. So it also depend whether you are working on a service based company or a product based company. That is also the effect.
Yes, yes. So you may be a branch company who is reporting into the main head office, right? So of course, head
Right.
office will take the decision. So there might be a 2 years experienced person who is sitting at the head office. You might be having 10 years of experience, but because of the organization setup, you will have to take permission from that person Yeah, because that person has the authority, you don't. It has nothing to do with number of years of experience or anything. It's the organization setup is like that. Yeah, who has the authority? And authority is not everything. Along with the authority, responsibility also comes. So if they are agreeing or disagreeing to something, it's their responsibility, right? That things move smoothly. If
Yeah,
if you are given the authority, then the responsibility will come on your shoulders as well, right? So if, then you will be very cautious about taking any decisions which you might be taking now, but once the responsibility will come on you, you will be even more cautious, right? So that's the authority at a particular role. It has nothing to do with onshore offshore setup. It has nothing to do with what kind of person that is.
yeah, right.
Yeah. So Jay, Nivas, anything from your side so far? So we have discussed that Scrum Master, project management, and PO are the three career options that are currently available for a business analyst. Uh, and we'll talk about some more. But any questions so far, or any experiences that you would like to share with us?
Hey, Shipra, good evening.
Yeah. Hi, Jay. Good evening. Thanks for
So,
joining.
thanks for setting this up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, just for discussion purposes, we earlier spoke about having these preconceived notions for project manager, they being rude, or they being egoistic. I think, may it be product or service ecosystem, um, there's always a pressure for timeline. There's always a crunch in terms of bandwidth, in terms of delivery. So
Mm-hmm.
the project manager is always trying to get as maximum output against the little bandwidth that he has for his team members. I think that is the predominant reason for having that mindset or that lens for towards a project manager, that he is always trying to ask for maximum within a limited time. I think that creates that essence and that culture between the subordinates and the project manager. I think that's the predominant reason. Yeah, Shipra.
Yeah, very, very true, Jay. So what happens is, um, my senior is saying, I won't give you 20 days, which you are asking for. I'm just going to give you 10 days. You have to do the work in this period. Yeah. Now, as a project manager, what the person will do is they'll ask the team to, give better output, better quality with limited timelines. And what that will mean is that as a project manager, a project manager may end up canceling some leaves, or requesting people to work over the weekends, and no one will like that, and that's why they start hating the project manager. But still, a delivery always gets delayed. I've seen deliveries on time. I won't say deliveries don't happen on time. I've seen them happening on time, but due to one or the other reason, some blocker will come, and many of the deliveries needs to get delayed, and then the project manager will become bad in the senior's eyes, because I didn't meet my timelines. And then your seniors will be like, if you say something to your juniors, that they need to do this, your senior will be like, why you are pressurizing your team? You want team to leave, or have a bulk resignations or what? So you can't be rude, or you can't even say anything to the team. You can't even say, you are not doing a good work. So even if the person is not doing a good work, you can't even say to the person. So yeah, project management is a very thankless job, in my opinion. But yes,
Uh,
there are many reasons for that, for sure. It's more like a
right,
in-law relationship, right? The moment you become someone's in-law, the person becomes bad. Be it a
right.
daughter-in-law or a mother-in-law, but the relationship itself is like that only, right? The moment that in-law word comes in, the moment some
Yeah, yeah.
negativity
That's the
starts.
notion.
Yeah.
That's the preconceived notion. So just to share, now that we're on this platform and discussing this, Shipra,
Mhm.
last April.
Mhm.
Just for a certification purposes, I tried enrolling myself in the PMP, the project management certification, the highest accredited golden
Mhm.
certification for a project management.
Mhm.
So I started learning that. I did an extensive course on project management, and there I learned. So the PMP, what I read 7 years back in the PMP. So every I think 4 or 5 years they try revise their PMP content.
Mhm.
With the new PMP content, they have lot. It's heavy on agile. And
Mhm.
now when I learned the PMP, it tries to it tries to mold a project manager. It tries to create a mindset for a project manager to not only handles the upstream. When I say upstream, that's the senior leadership manager, but also try and handle the downstream, that's the subordinate, from a servant leadership perspective. So that gives you
Mhm.
a very good hands-on on all the four corners of the 360-degree view of to how to handle not only the managers but also the team. So it's more around understanding people intelligence, emotion, understanding people intelligence, understanding your own intelligence in different scenarios, having going through the knowledge areas, having going through the process groups such as initiation, planning, monitoring and controlling, closing, and different verticals of the project and different horizons of the project, handling each and every aspect of the delivery in terms of time, cost, quality. At the same time, handling the intersections of the stakeholders, the users, your team. So I think in case if you get a chance to go through the recent PMP, it's a beautiful version of the most recent PMP that has come out. That explores you as a manager, that
Mhm.
explores you as a project manager. When you earlier said that you can't really keep everyone happy, yes, you can't. But then it just gives you tools and techniques to handle situations, to handle team, to handle different and difficult scenarios and difficult situations.
Yeah, good to hear that that even PMP the organization for PMP is considering the human aspect. But Jay, believe me, not every manager in at least in India is PMP certified, right? And many of the people are least bothered about the human interaction. They even the managers think that they have now received the authority and they can do anything. But
I think,
yeah, that's and
yeah,
as you
sorry.
said, mindset is important, right? So until and unless they change their mindset, things are not gonna work out in their favor. Yeah, no, Nivas.
Absolutely, I agree, Shipra. And I I think what this PMP does is it gives you a scientific reasoning of how you should and why you should handle this scenario using this technique or this tool or having this mindset. So I completely agree with you. I'm with you on this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Nivas, you were saying something?
Yeah, I'm just saying to Jay that the tag of manager itself saying a lot of things. Because in Indian ecosystem, the to become a manager, they don't go for PMP certification. They basically choose to go for MBA rather than going for PMP. And most of the managers, like if I say in my case, my reporting managers are not from IT field, and he don't know about PMP as well. And so if I go with the word which Cipra said, is correct. The way he handled teams, he is not aware of it. I think he should go with PMP. As you suggest, the PMP models covered 360 degrees. In that
I
case, he
agree.
should be able to see. You might also be the place where you have, save that your manager to your colleagues, to your friends, that your manager could have understood your situation and all, and he have not done it. Or maybe he might have given you a better appraisal, which he have not done it. So there is a person or manager who get appreciation, who get such kind of feedback also.
Right, Shreyans. I started my discussion saying I started doing PMP because of for a certification, just for a certification's sake. But then now I'm not PMP certified yet. I don't even plan to do that now. I learn PMP every weekend. I'm just going through the course, and it is making me more compassionate. It's further fine tuning my mindset towards my team. It's further, helping me to explore situations, explore techniques and tools. So I think everyone, in case if you get chance, please go through this. That really helps you, understand the human perspective, the human side of the business. Before going through the course and after now going through the course, I think there's a lot of difference in my decision making, in my mindset, my thinking. This has made me more compassionate towards the human side of the business. And it also says that there are two resources. One is human resources, and the second is materialistic. And human is 33% more valuable and more expensive from a monetary terms compared to other resources.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So the important thing is, keep learning. So that's very important. So don't think that PMP is for project managers. I'm not going to project manager. Why should I learn or read through PMP? You should do that, and not only PMP. Whatever learnings you get, do try to absorb them. Do try to use them in real life scenarios. So right now AI is there. Previously Agile is there. So don't keep lagging behind, thinking that you will learn it when you have to learn it, right? So the more you keep yourself up to date, the more better it is. You will be able to stay with, and move ahead, with others. Otherwise you'll just lag behind. And second thing, important is to be ready for any role. So we are talking about career paths, but before choosing a particular career path, be it PO, be it manager, or be it an Scrum Master. So any career path that you're choosing, make sure you are ready for that role. Don't just go for a role just for the sake of it, or because you have some predefined notions in your head. Okay, if I become a project manager, I'll get authority. Yeah, so don't go with the project manager role with that notion. Understand the role first. Even if you are trying to move into a BA role, so you might be a developer, you might be a QC person. So if you are trying to move into a BA role, first understand what the role is, what all you will need to do. If you don't understand the role, if you are not ready for the role, even if you are given an opportunity, you will not be able to succeed, right? So we are not talking about 5 years period, we are not talking about 10 years period. So we are talking about 30-40 years of your life. So whatever you are trying to aim for, or you're trying to reach, be ready for that role, or understand the role, understand the nuances of the role. So understand the pros and cons of the role, and then only make a decision. Don't make a decision because my cousin is in that role, or I have seen someone, or I feel that someone is very powerful, or very beneficial, just because that person is in a particular role. So if I am a QC person, I will not say I want to become a BA because there is a BA in my organization and everyone listens to them, right? Everyone listens to a BA because the position the BA owns is such that people have to listen and understand what requirements they are bringing in, right? It's not because they have some authority, or they are powerful, right? Or even if that's the case, I will not become a BA just to get that authority. I have to first analyze myself, whether I have those capabilities, whether I have those skills. If I don't have those skills, right? So we were talking about coming on stage and speaking. uh, I'm not pointing you out, Shans, but Pavan is still in listening mode. Yeah, he may be having some background noise or any other reasons. But if you're trying to go into a BA role, and if you're not communicative enough, if you can't speak on stage, if you can't speak to people, then maybe this role is not for you. So even if you like the authority, right? So you also have to bear the responsibilities. You also need to have those skills and capabilities which are required to do justice to a role, because otherwise you'll find yourself stuck in a role which is not making taking you anywhere. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Shipra,
I,
just in terms of the roles and positions.
yeah.
I'm sorry, you had something to say?
No, I was saying, um, another option for a BA is to remain as a BA as well. So there is no harm in remaining BA for 30 years, 40 years, right? So even that frame. So eventually you will be in a position wherein you can't move forward. It's a hard truth. You might be getting promotions 3 years, 4 years in right now, but when you come to my stage, which I'm having 20 years of experience, right? I don't even have levels to move up to. So I may get promoted, maybe once or twice, and that's it. I can't. My organization don't even have levels to give to me. Yeah, I'm one of the top levels already. So there will be a time when you can't move forward and you will have to remain in that role for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, maybe 10 years, right? Don't think that you are progressing in your career if you are getting a vertical jump. Understand the difference. There is a horizontal growth, there is a vertical growth. Vertical growth is when you get promoted. Yeah, so you move a level up. So 3 years you'll get promotion, next 3 to 4 years you'll get another promotion, next 3 to 4 years you'll get another promotion. But after 4 or 5 promotions, there will come a stage when you won't get promoted anymore. So at that point in time, it's important for you to understand how much have you grown horizontally. When I say horizontally, it means how much different things you have worked upon. So one of the topics was domain change. I won't recommend domain change, because then it lowers down your total numbers of experience in that particular domain. And if someone is looking for 10 years of experience and your relevant experience is just 2 years, you won't get those positions and all. So I'm not in a favor of domain change, but I'm in a favor of learning different things within the same domain itself. So if I am in an insurance domain, and if I have worked in property and casualty domain as well as life domain, then that's a horizontal growth for me. If I have worked in US market as well as in UK market, that's a horizontal growth for me. If I have worked in policy systems, I have worked in claims system, that's a horizontal growth for me. Yeah. If I have worked in regulatory requirements, if I have worked in reporting requirements, if I have worked in system requirements, functional requirements, different types of requirements, I've worked on complex requirements, I've worked on simple requirements, I worked on data fixes, I worked in support projects, implementation projects, product projects. So the more things I have done, that's the horizontal growth for me. So as a person, don't aim for vertical growth. There will come a time when your vertical growth will stop. So if you always associate your growth with, okay, did I get promoted? So don't think that, oh, I didn't get promoted, my friend got promoted. Yeah, don't think that way. Think in a way that I learned so many things in this year. Did the other person also learned those many things? If yes, how can I improve further? So there is very important for you to change your mindset from vertical growth. So we are coming from a generation who has seen their parents always having vertical growths. They keep on doing one thing throughout their life. So if your father would have been in a bank or in a government job, or a mother, you might have seen them doing the same job throughout their career, right? 30, 40 years they are doing the same job. But for them, the vertical growth is just, I got promoted, I become a manager. So we are coming from those mindset that vertical growth is everything. If I get a promotion, I'm growing. Don't be like that. That's going to bite you, few years down the line, because then you'll think, okay, I've not got promoted in last 4 years or 5 years, I'm lagging behind my peers. That's not true. If you have worked in different types of projects, if you have learned different things, uh, think that you are growing in that sense, right? It's very important for you to change your mindset and associate your growth with your with different types of work that you are doing. And once you become a BA, be it after 1 year of your service, be it after 10 years of service, be it after 20 years of service, or at any point in time, or you have moved from QC or a dev role to a BA role. So once you become a BA, you can stay at this position forever, or for throughout your 30, 40 years, or remaining years. There is no you know um, there's no no bad thing about this one. Don't think that I'm not growing because I'm staying at a BA, I'm not becoming a PO. So as I said, PO is a very misused word, right? People will start calling you PO, they'll make you happy, but are you really doing PA job? No, right? Because the decisions are with someone else. So don't don't go with that fake happiness or fake designation thing or fake uh, you know uh, promotion. So they might give you a promotion, but if you're ending up doing the same job, is it really a promotion? Until and unless you are doing some additional, right? Until and unless you are giving some additional responsibilities, some more authority you are given, the promotion will make no difference, right? It's just a designation change on the paper. So uh, once you become a BA, you can stay as a BA. BA is a role which can survive, right? You don't need to progress further. So as a programmer, you will want to progress further and become a technical architect. But once you become a BA, you can stay as a BA throughout your career. There is no harm in that. So remaining a BA is also an option for a BA. Thoughts, please.
No, Shivra, what you just said, that quite touched the question that I had for you earlier. Remaining a BA is also an option for a BA. Okay. So the reason I have been exploring the project management uh, ecosystem is because again 20 years, 21 years, of which 8 years is business analyst. Almost 250 resumes applied, didn't receive a single call.
Mm-hmm.
I was just supposed to ask you how's the BA market at this point. I haven't received a single call. Yeah, I'm not sure it's because that's because of my
It's
tenure,
down.
my
Yeah.
seniority.
So BA
Yeah.
market, overall is down, and there are no opportunities whatsoever for experienced people. Yeah, at least 15 plus. Even I'm trying, I'm not getting calls. So,
Even I started looking for a job because my contract is getting over next month, and I have updating everywhere, LinkedIn, Naukri, asking friends, but not getting any call. I'm applying, I'm getting few of the openings in LinkedIn, but I'm not getting any reward back from my side.
no, so
Even though the
market is all
yeah,
time. Yeah, market is all time low right now. And even if there are options, right? So when people start looking out, so I am also a recruiter, right? So we do get some openings in our team. So when as a recruiter, I notice that if I have to hire someone, right? Why will I hire someone with 20 years of experience when 10 years of experience person can bring me same same knowledge set which I'm looking for. I'm already having 20 years of experience. I won't hire another 20 years of experience person, right? I will hire someone with 10 years, 15 years of experience who can help me do my work, right? I won't hire my peer until and unless there are many new projects coming up and those projects need someone to independently handle those. And even then 10 plus 10 years of experience, 15 years of experience will suffice. So the moment you cross 15 years of experience, it becomes very very tough for you to look out. If you're looking out via Naukri or if you're looking out via LinkedIn or any other platforms, right? uh, the only option which I think is networking. So reach out to your friends and ask them to forward your resume, and then maybe someone will consider. But for an experienced person, so maybe your relevant experience is just 5 years, but if your total experience is 15 years, you are an experienced person in everyone's eye. Yeah. So it's very tough. It's not impossible, but it's very tough to move out as a senior BA. Yeah.
Right. So the challenge with people like us, particularly for people like me who joined an organization with the BPO with the BPO
Mm-hmm.
area. and then move towards being a quality analyst, and then understanding the IT area, and then becoming a business analyst, right? The career progression from a customer management officer in a BPO to a business analyst in the same organization, right? So, so people like us were hired with a very low remuneration, and then until we reach this stage, our remuneration is still very low compared to the other BAs. So when I float my resume to another company, they might see that okay, this guy's experience is 21 years. So, but then when it comes to comparing the remuneration, we might not even touch BA with 5 years or 6 years of experience. So uh, that's the challenge with us here.
Yeah, but think from recruiter perspective, right? So if they're hiring you, you will be expecting 21 years of
Yeah,
salary,
I
right?
agree. I
And
agree.
why will they
Yeah,
give you 21 years of experience salary if they can get the same work done through 10 year, 15 years of experience?
absolutely,
Um,
absolutely.
but yes, it's very important for especially for our experienced people like us to stay relevant, to the new technologies, to stay relevant to the new changes in the market. So um, if I take my example, right? So not my example, but anyone's example. So right now AI is there. So I have not reached a stage yet, but I tried it out. But I noted that I can write stories through AI. So the project I'm working on, what I'm going to do once I get the approvals, is I'm going to write all the stories through AI, and I did a POC and it worked. So I don't even now need a junior BA to help me write those stories. Yeah. So that's where I'm bringing value to any organization. So if you're looking for change, you need to understand, or you need to be very sure of what value you will be bringing to that organization with your experience, right? Don't just say I have 21 years of experience, give me a job. But you have to say I have 21 years of experience and I know this and I can do this work for you, and then only you'll get a job. Yeah.
Yeah, I quite agree,
Yeah.
Shipra.
And
Yeah.
experience is not everything. I've seen many people, who brings in lot of experience, but the moment you start grilling them down, the moment you start asking, even domain questions, basic domain questions, they start fumbling upon, they start, second guessing it. This they start making stories without, giving an answer which is short and concise and crisp. Yeah. So that shows that they have just spent time but they have not learned anything. So learning is the topmost priority for any person, be it in any role. So if you're trying to move from BA to PM role, you need to learn what a PM does, and you need to learn, as Jay is suggesting, go for PMP, try to learn the things. Only then think of moving into another role. You have to do justice to the role that you are doing, right? Even if you are doing a peer role, understand that at least the roles and responsibilities, understand how Scrum works, um, what differences you are bringing to the table. Those differences are important. Yeah. I just noticed, we are very close to the closing time, but yeah, let me quickly wrap up the session by talking about few more options that a BA have. Uh, so we talked about Scrum Master, we talked about Project Manager, we talked about remaining as a BA, and we talked about PO. Another option for a BA is to go into consultancy. So they can become client side BAs. They can start helping their clients run their business. Get into the consultants role, help them do IT transformation projects. So from IT vendor side, a BA at IT side, you can become a client side BA. Yeah, in nutshell. Yeah, so consultancy is one role. You can become a subject matter expert, wherein you are not writing the stories, you are not doing BA job, but you are answering queries which a BA have. So, for example, I am in a product development company and I have to develop product, but I don't have a reach to a client or a customer. Yeah, so how will I develop a product without knowing what business wants? So in that case, I'll reach out to an SME which my company has hired, and I'll reach out to the SME and I'll say, I'm thinking of solutionizing it this way, will it suit all the business needs? And then SME will provide me the inputs saying that this is how business runs, and this is what business will be really looking for. So the perspective that an SME brings in, or a consultant brings in, so that's the next level, for a BA. So you won't call them a BA, you'll call them subject matter experts. So that's another role. I have also seen some people who stop working and they start training people. So trainer, BA trainer, or training others, or so yeah, training trainer is another role that BA sometimes goes for. BAs also moves into sales because of their interaction with customers and others. Sales is another option for a BA. And of course, at any point in time, you can leave your job and start your own business, become an entrepreneur. That's also an option. Yeah. I noted, others have dropped off. So, Shreyansh,
Yeah, I think that's all. I think next session we should discuss on the AI uh,
uh,
that.
what exactly are you looking for? Because, since the start of this year, we already have two sessions on AI.
Oh, is
One
it?
Yeah, one
Okay.
was taken by Amit Pasricha. He talked about AI in general, and then our last week's session was on agentic AI. So we have already touched upon that topic as much as we can at this
Oh,
stage.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think
yeah,
yeah,
you can
that
you
is for
can go to Yeah, you can go to the YouTube channels, the BA Club. So the BA Club is a YouTube channel name as well. You can search for the channel and subscribe to it. You'll find those videos there. Agentic AI video I need to upload. I'll do it tonight. But
sure.
other video is already there.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, let
Thanks
me
for this.
let me know if you need the link for the channel.
Yeah, sure. I will.
So all our discussions go into that channel. Today's discussion will also go into that channel. Yeah.
So I will do the subscription, and I
Yeah.
think all the videos I will go through it, and I think it will be great, helpful for all the viewers.
Yeah, so we had some very good discussions in the past. So many of them are recorded. So earlier we didn't used to record the sessions because we wanted audience to come on live sessions. But yeah, recently we have started recording all the sessions. So quite a good repository is there. You can go through it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks once again. Thanks for requesting for the topic. Pawan didn't join us today, but I hope this session was useful for you, Pawan, as well. So thank you. Thanks both.